Hey, this is Chris Miglino. I am at the world-famous LD Micro Conference in Los Angeles, California. I am here with Moishe Gubin, right? Got it, see it? If you saw how it's spelled, you wouldn't even think anything close to that. No, it's symbol OPHC, OptimumBank. So welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the bank and what differentiates you guys and what you're doing.
So our bank is a community bank in South Florida. We have 3 branches, Commercial Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, North Miami Beach, and Deerfield Beach.
You actually have branches?
Yeah, we have 3 branches. We have 9,000 customers.
Regular old bank.
We are regular. We're not so regular, but we're a traditional bank, really a non-complicated balance sheet.
Okay.
What makes us different really than everybody else is a few things. The strength of our community we serve. Like, we're really involved with the communities that we serve. We're along 95 from Homestead to Port St. Lucie, and we're taking care of the communities along that path. Not just in banking, but we'll lend money to schools and synagogues and infrastructure that are more spiritual driven. So that makes us different in one way. Another way that makes us different is the fact that we have a strong board of people that are willing to get out there and help the bank grow. A lot of banks don't have that, and a strong network. And, you kind of put all that together. The bank's celebrating their 24th birthday this Friday.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so, at 24 years, it went from, they started day one.
And were you involved from day one? Okay.
No, I came in after the 2007 crash. What do they call the Great Recession?
Yeah.
2007, 2008 killed this bank. And I got in 2009. I got in really because I have a different company that's publicly traded that I founded called Strawberry Fields, stock symbol STRW on the New York Stock Exchange. And I honestly felt inadequate, that I didn't think that I would be able to get Wall Street to like me. Like, I didn't think, my background is, Jewish kid from Queens, New York, didn't go to any fancy college. I'm a CPA, but I don't speak a proper English properly. I do the best I can, And I thought, I wouldn't be taken seriously. I was wrong. At the end of the day, the success and results speak for themselves. But at the time, 2007, 2008, I met the chairman of the bank, and I had told him we were working on doing a real estate deal together. And I had told him that, exactly what I just told you. And he goes, well, why don't you join my publicly traded board? You could be on my bank board. So bank board, REIT, they're both financial businesses. And so I said, okay. I joined the bank, and so I basically became a board member in 2009. And at some point after that, I found out that the bank was in trouble. Before that, I didn't do any research. This just shows you what you shouldn't do, folks. Like, this is still not the right way to invest. And I had no idea. And I get involved, and I didn't know his personal liability to board members. That's really not good. So I ended up finding out that the bank's in trouble, and that if we don't raise money, we're going to fail. And I don't believe in failing. And we went there, and I raised $12 million in 2009, 2010. I got anointed chairman by my peers, which is what makes this bank so special to me personally, is that it's my only business where my peers are the ones that elected me to be the chairman. Until today, I tell everybody on the board, if somebody feels someone else should be the chairman, I'll become a board member again. Let someone else be chairman. Everyone's like, no, you're our leader. Lead us. We took a bank that was at that point, or somewhere around that point, down to about 100 million of assets. We got us to about $1 billion of assets today.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, it's been fun doing it.
Do you guys, when you're lending, you're choosing stuff in the local community to lend against? You're not doing stuff outside of the community. Everything is local?
No. I would say out of our whole portfolio, 65% is real estate.
All right.
And out of 65%, I'd say probably 80%, maybe 85% is South Florida.
Okay.
Everything else is the rest of the state and outside of the state. I mean, we'll follow a customer, wherever they want us to go to support them. We're a relationship. We have a box, but our box is meant to be ignored if it's taking care of a relationship. And more important to us is, and I told this at my speak before that I did when I spoke, is for me, I want our bank to be the number one phone call for all things banking for all of our clients. We might not be able to meet all the needs, but we could refer them. We could send them somewhere else. We don't need to make money on them. We'll make money in the long run by being a relationship. And so we take the approach of call us, whatever your needs are, whether it be as oddball request as it comes. There's a lender for every product, okay? It might be at 300% interest, but there's a lender for everything. Call me. I will help you because it's my job to take care of you, and that's our routine. And we got 7 loan officers and we're producing. And today, I mean, the people beating down our doors for money and we take care of our customers. We haven't had a bad loan in 6 years. And that
Really, I haven't had a bad loan in 6 years.
haven't had a bad loan. And that's because our clients love us and they're not going to burn us.
I lend you money, sometimes they can't avoid it. But then you're lucky that you haven't had a bad one.
And the only way they can't avoid it is if I'm their only loan and they don't have a choice of screwing somebody else instead of me.
Right.
As long as they're seasoned, investors,
Right.
that likelihood they want to protect me and hurt the other, in theory. And it's a weird conversation to talk about, but that's the reality. We've had people that had issues and they call me Moshe, or they called someone else at the bank. And I'm not the de facto, I'm not employed by the bank. I'm the chairman of the board, but I involve myself. I'm a relationship guy and I'll do what I can to help fix something if something's broken.
So let's talk about some revenues. Where you guys have fiscal year or calendar year?
Yeah, our run rate today is about 60 million in revenue.
Okay.
Is our top line number. We're netting today off of that 60 million. If you add back provision and tax, we're making about $18.5 million a year.
Okay, so it's a good business.
Good business.
Yeah.
And that 18.5 is based off of about $92 million of equity. So you figure 18.5 on 92 is a pretty good return.
Yeah.
Comparative to other banks. We're a top performing bank.
And how's the stock been performing?
The stock's been good. I mean, there's a balancing act. What I didn't know, and there's plenty I still don't know, is I didn't know all the years up until last year. I always felt that we just have to focus on fundamentals. We'll make money and the stock will follow. I was dead wrong. Okay. And
that's necessary.
it's necessary, but that's not the impetus that gets somebody to go buy the stock. You got to go to events like this, meet guys like you, talk to the people out there.
Yep.
You got to do it.
You got to tell us.
I never knew that. So until last year, our company is such a great value and no one knew who we were. We had shareholders, but the people that bought the stock were not traders. They held it. And if you don't have people trading, there's not liquidity. There's no liquidity, bigger investors don't want in. And so there's a whole balancing, which we learned last year. And the amount of time and process it takes to educate the public, do the non-deal roadshows, get people to know what's going on, and get people excited and interested in the stock, it's a long process. So we're out there. I'm at an event today. I'm at an event next week in Manhattan, and it goes on. I try to do one of these a month, and you know what? The benefit paid off. We got Alliance Bernstein bought a nice share of our stock. I got our first analyst coverage a couple months ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they put us at a 5.25 price target. I think it's a little low.
Yeah.
But that's okay. And we got a lot of other institutions that started buying. Some of them are not specific traders. Like Vanguard, they have to buy whatever they buy. So I can't really say I got Vanguard. Or their shareholders, everything.
They come in when you
get into one of their funds somewhere and they had to buy it. They bought.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's not bad to fit into any of their funds.
Listen, my shareholders, if they need to know one item, and that's future shareholders as well, is I'm working for them. And at the end of the day, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And God willing, at some point we'll be, and we're still undervalued, at some point we'll be treated like peers.
Right.
Peer level, our stock should be traded right now a couple of dollars more than it's traded yet. Okay, but the catalyst to that is either keep doing what we're doing, and then people, and then it just picks up. I mean, our volume is good today. Or the next catalyst for us is when we get to 75 million of market cap, then we end up in ETFs. And that to me is what I want to work towards, is getting to the 75 million as my next benchmark to get to. Yeah, first
I was just saying volume and changes the buyers.
Yeah, that's what I'm working at, and we're pushing.
Well, good luck with that. I think that I enjoyed conversation with you. I think just, I could tell that you have a strong community feel. Good, you have that you appreciate relationships with people. And so I think that the bank is probably benefits from that from the top down. So
Please God, we got and as excited as I am about the bank, everybody that's involved, like you walk in the way to other places, like people are, like I don't know that you explain that, like I don't call it the resting angry face, whatever you want to call it, but like they just, they don't want to be at work. You look at our bank management, our other board members, other interested parties. People are all happy. They're all excited about what we're doing. And the results are probably what's pushing that for them to feel that way, and them feeling that way helps the results happen the way they're happening. They work off each other.
Well, Moshe, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
OPHC, watch it if the banking industry is of interest to you, and you think you guys will expand more branches, or where's the expansion come now?
So the expansion to us is probably more in the holding company buying or creating subsidiaries that are sister companies to the bank. So like we just started factoring last year. In fact, we just started SBA last year. So we built that whole process out, and now we have like 40 million in our pipeline. So our SBA is gonna go great. We're working now on a factoring division. At some point to do mortgages. As that goes up and down, guys close down, and then there's a need for someone to do mortgages. Right now, our bank doesn't do mortgages, and we refer it all out. At some point, we could do mortgages. There's different lines that are out there. And as far as growing footprint, we've grown footprint. Today's banking doesn't require bricks and mortar. Most people that I know that bank, they use their phone to take their deposits, unless you have cash. Ignoring cash, every check that's written can be deposited, and you could do checks from your phone, like you do bill pay. You don't actually need a branch. How was the last time you went into a branch? Can you remember?
No. I never go.
Sorry, neither would. If I didn't own the bank, I wouldn't go either. Okay. The point is that
I actually went when Chase bought my bank, and they made me come in
to sign something,
to get a new something. And when I was there, they tried to sell me something.
Of course.
They just made me come in to do that. So.
But that's the point. So like our growth, really, bricks and mortar doesn't really make sense.
Right.
There are traditional people that are out there, maybe older people that feel the strength and the value of a branch, and they want to go in there and talk to somebody and get a cup of coffee.
Right.
And we have that experience for them at our bank. And I mean, we have dog business. We feed people's dogs. But the reality, our customer base today, and the network of high net worth people that are part of our bank today, they're not stepping foot in the bank. And if they want something, we'll send any of our people to go to them anyway, with pleasure. And so I don't think we're going to grow branches, but it's possible. It's possible. I mean, we'll see.
All right. Well, listen, best of luck on the whole thing. I had a pleasure. It was really nice meeting you. OPHC. And if you roll in there and you want to open a bank account, tell them Moshe sent you.
Yeah, that's the move. That is the move.
Thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun.